All right, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a review of Apmex. This was the first time that I've ever used Apmex to purchase some silver. And I'm going to give you my thoughts, good things, bad things, would I order them again? But first, stay with me now. All right, thank you so much for staying with me. Welcome back to Prepping with Sarge, where we talk about precious metals, prepping. We talk about gardening, food self-sufficiency, foraging in the wilderness for medicinal herbs and wild edibles. We do some product reviews, knife reviews. But today we are going to talk about Apmex, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to do kind of an unboxing here, tell you a little bit about my experiences. Comment of the day, comment down below. Please let me know, who do you usually like to order your precious metals from if you're not buying from your local coin shop, all right? And let's do a little shout out today. We're going to do a shout out to a new friend in the precious metals community. This is Golden Spike Stackers. Okay, I'm going to link them in the description and the comment below and the pinned comment down below. They're new to the precious metals community at the time of filming this. They had about 36 subscribers, but the content that I'm seeing coming out of there is already looking well beyond that. So I think this channel is going to be really, really big. If you are part of the precious metals community, please go ahead right over to there and check them out. And if you are not part of the precious metals community, but you kind of like watching my silver and gold videos and things like that, go ahead and show them some support too. We always like to help out other small channels here. So let's get on to the topic. All right, so first thing first, I'm gonna show you this, and let's get right into my experiences. So believe it or not, I've been collecting and stacking silver and gold since 2009, I think was when I started. And I've never used Apmex, and they're a big player, folks. They're a big player. So this was my first experience, and I wanted it to be a review. Now, let me show you a couple things here. So I did already open it up to check the package. And what you get it in basically a plain. I'm not going to show you the other side. I blacked out my name, but you can still see some stuff. You get it basically in a plain black box, so it's very nondescript, which is good. You know, when you're shipping metals through the mail, you want it to be as nondescript as possible. Inside was a bubble envelope containing all my metals. Okay, so it was packed pretty good. I didn't really see anything getting banged up inside. I'm going to show you how they look I'm just going to just dump this out here. And you can see, and I'm going to go piece by piece here to show you some of the things here. Now, here's the first thing, okay? Before I bought this, I was checking their site versus one of their big competitors, and their prices, I will say Apmex is a little bit higher, but on the other side, I found their selection to be a little bit better than one of the other sites that I usually use, okay? So pros and cons, right? So their prices were a little bit higher, and what I did this time, I was mostly going after older constitutional this time, but I got a couple oddballs. Now, shipping, okay, so I ordered this prior to Thanksgiving, and I didn't get it until after, it was very, very close to Christmas, I think. But that's not typical, so I don't want you to assume that's the norm for them. This was the problem. And those of you who are involved in the precious metals community, you know what I'm talking about, right? This is the Mexican silver libertad, and this thing was delayed and 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 delayed all through 2020. That was the problem, folks. And that one, they did in their emails say, hey, listen, we're going to try to ship everything at the same time, so it's going to have to wait till these come in, okay? They were very upfront about that, and there was, I wasn't waiting and waiting. I knew that I was going to have to wait on this, so I'm not going to mark that against them at all. I am going to say once again, and this is probably the last time I'm going to say this for a while, I was not happy with the way the Mexican Mint handled this year. They just delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed this. And yes, I know it was a factor, and I know there was probably shutdowns, but these were made a while ago, okay? And I know that because some of them leaked out into the community well before they were made available to the general public, okay? And I don't, I'm not going to get you, I have theories about why they did that, but it wasn't until the very end of 2020 that the general public was able to get a hold of these, and it caused, in my opinion, some unnecessary price inflation. And yes, I overpaid for this. And if you're coming at this from a prepping standpoint, I would tell you don't ever do that, okay? But I'm a prepper and a collector, okay? And that's my mistake. I overpaid. I don't mind telling you, I paid $37 for this. And I got 3 of them. I got $37 for an ounce of silver is way too much to pay when the market price right now is, we're in mid-20s, high 20s, okay? And by the way, at Thanksgiving, the price of silver dropped down to like $24 an ounce. So I really overpaid. And as a prepper, you want to be stacking by what's the best value in relation to your currency, right? So in the United States against the US dollar. So that's usually going to be your constitutional silver, which I'm going to show you here in a second. But that was problem number 1. And that was, I don't blame Apmex for that. I really don't, okay? But there's your Mexican silver libertads, and I got 3 of them. I overpaid. 2020 is I don't know what the final mintage on these was, but I mean, this is going to be a hot year for this coin. There's no doubt. Will I ever get that money back? In my opinion, only if silver goes back over $40 an ounce again. So I got it as a collector, not as a stacker, and be careful about that, okay? We talked about, you remember my friend Anthony did that video about fear of missing out? That's the danger. You end up overpaying for stuff or buying I bought 3 of these. Even as a collector, maybe I really only should have got 1, but there you go. That's the fear of missing out. All right, let's get into some of the other stuff here. So what else did I get? Oh, okay. I rounded out some 2020 coins that I didn't have that I was looking for all year long. This was the Noah's Ark. And you know what? Hang on one second. I'm gonna put some gloves on. We'll open these up. Or we'll open some of these and show you. Finally restocked my gloves, y'all. All right, so let's take a look here. And unfortunately, by touching some of my coins, I did notice I was getting some spots and things like that. So you really want to be careful about that. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Ooh, look at the gloss on that. Look at the gloss on that. Okay, so that is, actually we may end up making that the thumbnail, we'll see. The Republic of Armenia, and this is the Noah's Ark coin. I think they issue this every year. Let's see if I can get the Ark there on the right side of the coin. I know I got some light going on in there. There you go. Can you see that on the right side of the right half of the coin? Okay, so that's the Noah's Ark from the Republic of Armenia. That was one. Okay, not gonna take this one out. But this was the 1917 Walking Liberty, okay? Or sometimes they're called walkers, right? So if you don't know all the lingo in the coin collecting community or in the stacking community, that is a $50 from 1917. That's a walker. I'll show you the back here. Can I get it out? Yeah, actually I can get it out. All right, hang on, we're gonna show you this coin. It's gonna take forever if I do every coin here. This is the eagle, all right. I didn't have a lot of these, so I was really glad to add this one to my collection. Okay, next one is a 1915 Barber dime. Let's see if we can get that a little bit different. Look at that. I've only got a couple of these Barber dimes. They are so cool looking. All right. Okay, this is the 2020 Tokelau fish. This is another one that I was just kind of rounding out my collection for 2020s. Last few coins that I didn't have that I wanted for the year. So far so good, right? Like all these looking really good condition, and that's just a 2020 American Eagle. So I gave one away to my godson for Christmas, so I just replaced it. I've got tons of 2020 Eagles. I just wanted to replace the one that I had given away. Okay, you've seen that one before in other videos. Now, okay, so far so good. I did get, it was a cull. This is a Barber $50 cull. So culls are usually in pretty bad shape. Let's take a look at this. I did get an email from them that one of the coins that I had ordered was not available. Okay, and not only did they refund what I had paid for it. Okay, so that's the Barber $50. And that's what a cull looks like. Okay, it's beat up obviously, but that's okay. I didn't have any Barber $50 either, so I was just kind of, or yeah, actually, no, I don't think I do. So this is just kind of getting me started on those, all right? So they emailed me about a coin that they didn't have, and not only did they refund the money that I spent, but they also gave me a little bit of a credit for the inconvenience. So I'm going to say, B+ for that, right? For that part of the customer service. Now, there is one more little incident at the end that I want to tell you about and get your opinion and tell you what I thought about how it got resolved. This is a 1914 Barber dime, right? There's another Barber dime. I'm just kind of adding to some of these other constitutional silvers that I didn't have, okay? Right. You've seen this one before, the Barber dimes. Just kind of show you the back there. Whoops, sorry, upside down. All right. I don't think that I'm going to take this one out until I'm ready to put it into something, but this is, okay, it's just another Barber dime. I'll show you. This is what, this, okay, so here's a good example. This is supposedly average circulation. This is a older Barber dime. And I want to know, those of you in the coin community, what do you think? Would you call that average circulation or a call? To me, that's a call. Okay, so not thrilled about that one, but that wasn't super expensive, and that kind of thing can happen. So not thrilled about that. They're gonna get a C for that one. All right. Now, this is an 1895 Barber quarter in good, very good condition, and I'm gonna agree with that. Okay, so let's take a look, see if I can get this one out. I want to show you this. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get the light to hit that just right. 1895, right? So that's pretty cool, right? That's not in terrible shape. Okay. Obviously it was in somebody, you know, it probably passed through a lot of pockets and whatnot, but I'm good with that, right? Everything's pretty good here so far. Like, so overall, my experience was pretty good. This is 1837 to 1890. So it's a random year. You don't usually get to pick the years when you're doing something like this. This is a seated Liberty dime, and I don't have any of these. So this is one of my first ones of these. So there's the reverse. There's the head. That's my first seated Liberty dime, and it's not in bad shape. I'll take that. So how did they rate that one? They rated that as average circulation. Okay, so I would have said actually good. I would have said good. Okay. So, you know, I mean, they're getting literally thousands and thousands of these. They have to sort it, and make a decision really quick. I had a couple more here, and then I'm going to tell you at the end. I'm going to tell you about the one little concern that I had. All right, so this is I like that they shipped them. They get an A for this. When I've bought from other ones, they didn't give me, you know, the individual labels. So this way you can match it up with your purchase order and see, is it right? Okay, so this is a 1937 Walking Liberty, very good to very fine. And let's see if we agree with that. That's a walker, right? I would have called it good. I would have called that good, but again, it's, you know, they're doing this very quickly, so it's not going to be exact to how, you know, the buyer might rate it, or even somebody else who's assessing it. Okay, and this one here is an 1898 Barber dime, good, very good. Let's take a look. So I can tell you right now that I would have called that a call. Look at how worn the face is. Okay, I would have called that a call. All right, well, the backside's not in bad shape. So again, but here's the thing, like I said, you know, one of the competitors, that you can't usually individual pick like this. So that's one of the advantages of Apmex that I see so far. Like if you're looking for specific pieces, you can order, you know, like I was able to get this 1898 Barber dime, right? Do I have some discrepancy with how they rated it versus how the buyer would rate it? Yeah, but I'm not going to a coin show. I'm doing this online, so you know you take your chances, and it's not that far off. All right, I have one more after this one. Don't leave yet. 1916 Barber dime again. You can tell that I'm starting to try to pick up some of these Barber dimes. So they rated this one as good, very good, and I would have called that, yeah, good, very good. Yeah, I agree with that, and we'll just leave it in the package for this one. Actually, the back's in pretty nice shape. Look at that. There's still a lot of relief on that. So, all right, last coin here. This is the one that I wanted to talk to you about. So this one I paid a lot of money for. This was 1838 to 1891 seated Liberty quarter, and they called this average circulation. This looks like call to me, and I paid like over $30 for this one. So I contacted them about this. I want to get your opinion here, so you can comment down below what you think. Would you call this average circulation, or would you call this a call? Look at that. You can barely see her. Right? Look at the flip side. You could barely see the eagle. That's a call, right? I mean, tell me your opinion. Is that a call or is that a average circulation? So I contacted them about it and I said, and also, by the way, in the purchase order, you could tell that whoever was checking off on this, that they weren't sure either, because they checked every other coin and they didn't put the little red check mark next to that one. Let me see if I can show you without revealing information. Okay, see those red circles? That's their inventory, checking it. And that one down the bottom that they didn't circle is that coin. So you can tell that somebody was questioning that. Now, did they ask their supervisor, hey, this looks more like a call or not? I don't know. But they shipped it. So I contacted them. I said, hey, I'm going to show you the price on this. Hang on. Okay, so I said it was over 30. It was $29.99. Okay, $29.99. And I said, hey guys, this looks more like a call to me. And they immediately responded. And they said, you can ship it back to us. We'll take it back. We'll refund. And sent me a shipping label and everything else. So I'm going to say that's going to we'll give it a B, right? Now, would I have preferred to get the coin in the shape that I ordered? Of course I would. But they made it right. Okay, so I'm going to say selection, A+. Prices, A. Okay, it's competitive, it's fair. What about shipping? Shipping was, I got to go at least an A on that. Would it have gotten here quicker if I hadn't gotten the libertads? Yeah, that's not their fault. So, and it was packaged nicely. I liked the bubble envelope and I liked the discreet brown box. So I'm going to go A, okay? Quality of coins, I'm going to go, I'm going to say A-, okay? Because there's a little bit of discrepancy. But again, when you're dealing with this much volume of coins, okay, I get it. There's going to be some discrepancy. That's fine. Customer service, I think I have to go an A, because whenever I emailed them, and their communication was solid, right? And in the other coin that they couldn't fill for me, they actually gave me a little bit of a credit. So I'm going to give them A. Overall, very positive experience. I would definitely order from Apmex again. In fact, I'm going to order from Apmex again. I just wanted to be honest. And on my channel, I'm always very transparent about, I can't come in here and say everything was perfect, because it wasn't, but it was very, very good. And as a customer, I'm very, very happy, and I will absolutely order from them again. Okay, so I will put a link down below to Apmex. You can check them out. All right, that's going to do it for today. Please remember to drop a like. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe. We'd love to have you. I drop videos twice a week. Keep planting your seeds. Keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.